Welcome back to the session, children. Today we are going to look at the lesson, The Fun They Had. Very interesting lesson, but you will not find it difficult, even though a few things which we really don't understand are being explained here. And thing which is strange for us also is strange for the characters in the story to know about how we are now. Okay, what is it all about in this story? This Fun They Had talks about two children, Tommy, 13-year-old, Margie, 11-year-old, a boy, a girl. Now, just like you have at present, a system is set up separately for you. You will also be sitting, you are sitting alone and then viewing your classes. You are taking down your homeworks. You are also taking down the notes. You are doing whatever is needed, right? In the same manner, these children also have a specific timetable. At that particular specific time, the child will be going and sitting in front of the system, and they start operating and their sessions go on, and they have a robot teacher. It's because they have got online sessions. Robot is teaching. Then they do not know anything about a human teacher teaching. Now if you look at the picture, you will find a boy character is holding a book, and that book is used by his grandfather. Now these children in the story are unaware of a text material, textbook, something written work. They do not have. They don't use pen. They do it everything on the system. They know, they are very familiar with the keyboard. They use their mouse. They use their screen. And it is said in the lesson that they have got a separate slot in which they just put their homeworks, the test notes, classwork, whatever. Okay? And that is the mode. And you will not find it very difficult to understand how things went on at that time. As I have told you earlier, this story, according to Isaac Asimov, should happen 100 years later, 100, 150 or more. But I told you already, it is happening it now for us, and we have got a very live experience. Yeah. Now this particular character, Tommy, found a textbook, his grandfather's textbook, in the attic, and he is bringing to his table. He is just going through the text. Imagine the students, the child who is used to so much reading words which are moving and then disappearing, moving, disappearing. They appear, they disappear. And this must have created a sort of happiness in the mind of the child by looking at the static words. The word that was printed is there forever. It is not getting erased. Alright? And so he went through the textbook. In that textbook, it is written how in olden days, that means our present days, classes went on. And slowly he gets into that curiosity. He wants to know more about it. And he'll be reading the text. And he finds the method that is being used for imparting knowledge is very different from that of theirs in their time. Okay, so this is what happens with the Tommy, 13-year-old, and Margie, 11-year-old child. Here you can see all gadgets, amidst gadgets, a small kid is sitting. You can see the arrow over there, a sort of a textbook. And you see her expression, eye expression, something unbelievable. Okay, why this expression? Why the textbook is shown over there? What Tommy does, he meets this girl and he is telling her, see, I found a textbook. A textbook which talks about a school. This particular school is a building, big, huge, spacious building. Number of students, the children like us, go there. They go in the morning, they go back home in the evening. Whole day they are there inside the building, learning, playing, drawing, singing, dancing. When she listens to this, see, I have not mentioned the word school is hated by Margie. She never liked school. Okay? So, from this perception, when Tommy is telling her about this book has written, or this book is speaking about school, she initially shows no interest. She says, first of all, I don't love school, I hate school, and you please avoid talking anything related to school. And then this boy, without getting annoyed, slowly sits with her and trying to explain it to her. Initially she is not so much interested, but then slowly she starts cultivating that aspiration, the desire to be part of that school building, part of those students who came to school and learned it, played, enjoyed life, shared their views, they were able to exchange few words, build relationship, and then they return home and they are happy. In this, what Tommy is talking about, she says, a book with the printed words with a surprise. We can understand. But at present, you have a textbook with you, you have your note, you are writing in it, and then when I say a textbook, it doesn't make much difference for you. Even if I were to say class online, it doesn't make difference. Why? Because you have a class now session in YouTube videos. But for this girl who is so accustomed to watch, read, observe, send homeworks or write test, everything is done on system, finds difficult to understand what a textbook is all about. And because of the expressions of this boy, she finds it very interesting, and they both sit together and they will be having an explanation of that school. See, she is able to imagine a classroom with many students. Teacher is there teaching them, and Tommy also is here, very happy to share few words. And you can see she is happy about. So far you don't find Margie showing such type of expression where she is happy or contented. But once she learns the traditional school, that there were buildings constructed for the children to go learn and utilize that building for their self-enhancement, given training for everything, dancing, singing, even playing, she feels good. And slowly she falls in love with that particular word school. Okay. Now, what is this Tommy telling? Tommy says, the teachers who are training us is a machine, is a robot. Okay, it has no feelings, but it is teaching to a person who has got feelings. So there is no human touch. While a classroom, you have a teacher in front of you and the teacher is teaching, and it so happens someone is sad in your class and the teacher is paying attention to that particular child. What happened to you, dear? Why are you so sad? Is it not? We are tending to your needs. Even that needs to be tended, taken care, helped out with. Then only we become fully human being. Here you have one sentence I just want to highlight. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. Because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily. Here you have a meaning for that, you see. Loftily means a sort of a superiority. He is exhibiting the superiority complex because he feels he knows little better than what Maggie knows. And I have already told you, he went through the book, he learned, and then he is trying to explain it to her. It's like a something show off. Okay, centuries ago what has happened, lovely. Pronouncing the word carefully. Centuries ago. Again Margie gets hurt, and as I have told you earlier, she first of all hated the word school. Then they proceed, and then the girl starts loving the school. Here few more words, vocabulary you should learn. The words like county inspector. Who is this county inspector? A mechanic. See, whenever the system gets repaired, once it so happened, Tommy's sister falls sick. Falls sick in the sense, got repaired, and he had for a long period no classes, and he was very happy. So Margie also was longing something should happen to her system, her teacher, so that she will also have got a long holidays. She will be free from listening to this mission. But it did not happen as it happened to Tommy. Tommy's history teacher had to be separated from the system and taken, and then they had to repair it or install new one. But for Margie, it was a minor repair. Her geography sector also got repaired, and the county inspector is coming to her house, and she feels very happy. County inspector comes, then he will take the system as he did for the Tommy, and then she will not have classes. But it did not happen. County inspector came, he just opened the system and he could just arrange, repair. And what was the arrangement that he made? I am taking you to some other topic. We have completed the traditional school and the explanation of the textbook and the type of books that they have, the type of classes they had, and the type of teacher who taught the two students in the